What you observe becomes particles, and what you don't observe are waves. No matter how you observe it, through your eyeballs, a camera, any recording device that makes anything watchable instantaneously turns to particles. Now, they explain this also through quantum physics and the game Grand Theft Auto. They said, if I'm the player, let's say the player's name is John the player, not the controller, but the actual cartoon, the actual program, individual John in the game, if he had a mind, from number one, from his perspective, the game, which only exists on a CD to us, is his universe. That's number one. Number two is they talk about how the game is programmed. The John, the player, observing the street he's on, that's when you get to see the detail. People walking, people eating shit, vendors, weather, lighting, cars, and him able to do his thing and go on missions. The next block that he's not looking over is just zeros and ones until he observes it. If he decides to turn and look or walk on that block, then that block now becomes birds, weather, food, sound, light. While the block he previously was on returns back into what? Data. So this corresponds with particles and waves. What you observe is particles. What you don't observe becomes data. So this multiverse that they're calling it is nothing more than data. All of those choices are stored up in your DNA as the possibilities of what and who you are if you choose to observe it. And that's the key. Your observation has always been the key and has always been the thing. That's what we call magic. Manipulating your reality. That's what my class is about. How to manipulate your reality into whatever you define. It's a little bit harder as we were sifting through so much dense thought. That fog is lifted. The only thing that remains is niggas still doing and thinking like they used to think.